Hey members and patrons, just wanted to record a little behind the scenes video before the end of March. I had to think for a split second what month we're actually in. I was originally going to just release a little short clip, clip from my next video or one of my next few videos as my bonus for $5 patrons and members and above. But I don't know. I like these little talks, and I miss doing this on a regular basis, which is why I'm glad I've started doing it again for members and patrons. These vlogs, and we got a lot of ground to cover. I have a lot of things I want to talk about. So we'll start off with a kind of a recap, like we typically do, of the videos that I released this month and how they performed. It's it's our business, the business side of things that we're getting into first, and I do want to actually start off by saying hope you guys are doing well this month. I've had a pretty chill March. Honestly, 2024 so far has actually been pretty chill overall. I've been just watching a lot of stuff and multitasking, writing scripts, and shooting a lot of things that I'm really excited about, some of which have come out already, some of which are still in production. But as far as what I've released so far, we started off the month with uniforms. That was, I believe, March 1st. And that video was received a little differently from the way that I anticipated it was going to be received. First off, I'll call it like it is. It didn't really perform as well as I was hoping. Honestly, that's typical of a lot of my videos lately. I really maintain, I know it can sound kind of conspiratorial when YouTubers talk about this, but I really do maintain that they, being YouTube, changed the algorithm. They did something to change the algorithm back in, I would say, around August or September of last year, where it's now even more geared towards shorts, promoting shorts. And a friend of the channel, Phobia Soft, he sent me on Discord, he said, "This is like a screenshot of my homepage. Look at this." And he showed me the stuff on his homepage, and it's like, this is what YouTube is recommending to people, and it's like softcore porn, and it's just, we don't watch, sorry, there's cats in the background, just acting crazy, but there's nothing against that, I guess, but at the same time, this is YouTube, but there's a different standard, and this is the stuff that's being promoted, this is the stuff that's being pushed to people instead of our videos. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but the bottom line is, regardless of the subject matter, it's we're taking hits. Small channels, even big channels, have seen dips in their revenue, honestly dating back to 2022 as well. It's just getting worse. But the ironic thing is, we still observe patterns of growth, like fast growth and slow growth. And even though our new videos are not reaching as many people as they theoretically should be, honestly, my channel and his channel are doing pretty well right now. The back catalog, as we call it, both of our back catalogs are blowing up, and I'm getting a lot more views on Species 8472, Q, some of the other classic OrangeRiver videos, but the new ones, not so much. And that's, every time you upload a video, it's honestly just a roll of the dice as to whether or not YouTube, the algorithm, will respect it and actually show it to the people that it needs to be shown to. But there's also sometimes just less interest in certain topics. And for some reason, I don't know, that's a separate conversation, but I don't know. I thought the uniforms video was pretty solid. I didn't go as in depth as apparently some people thought I should have, but I think it was a pretty solid overview. you know, the I don't like Kinsey, my friend Kinsey was saying on a previous live stream, you know, I don't need to go into the thread count of the uniforms for it to still be informative. So most people appreciated that, or most people thought it was pretty solid. And, you know, I'm not saying it's even my best work, but I was pretty proud of how it did turn out. And I don't know. It's indicative of the kind of video that I'm releasing these days, where it's like some people are, you know, some people love it, some people not so much. But hey, that's how it's always going to be. I just wish it got more views, and you know that doesn't have to do with the quality of it or anything. It's, you know, view count, as you can imagine, view count and quality don't really correlate that heavily. But I would like to think that my videos are still a step above a lot of other content on YouTube. You know, and I've been doing this long enough that I feel like I've earned the right to say that. Planet Zebes is another one that was released this month, and that also did not perform well at all. Andrew actually edited that. Phobia edited that. Did a really fantastic job. It was a topic that I was really excited to share with you guys my thoughts on it, and it's potentially the start of a video series. I was thinking, well, probably scaling back plans for that now, but you know, I released this, and of course, you know, a lot of people in my audience don't click on it, even though I have done Metroid content in the past. You know, I also just need some of these videos to reach the right audience, because most people in this audience are Star Trek people, and I understand that. But you know, it's still a struggle sometimes. There's so many topics that I want to cover that I just don't know if they're going to get views. But there's always the future potential for growth, and I'm really, really happy with how that video turned out. Again, seeing some people in the comments saying things like, you know, I'm, you know, what you should be covering Star Trek even more than you already are. I'm just not interested in Firefly or Metroid. And it's like, well, nobody asked you. I'm you know, singling some people out, I guess, but I don't know. Those are the kinds of comments that are just incredibly like dismissive and just disrespectful. And I think that some of those people, you know, they're, I don't know. I'm going mask off on this segment, but I don't know. Commenting is a privilege. I'll just put it that way. You know, insulting. I don't know. I'm getting a little too off in the weeds here, because I've dealt with this before, like people trying to like micromanage like what kind of content that I make. And I love taking audience suggestions, but some of my best videos have been audience suggestions. But at the same time, like my videos are getting longer. My videos are getting more complex, and I need to spend more time on them. And you know, that's the way it is. You know, like I said, new uploads, and the frequency of uploads, Phobia and I have found, they don't really impact that heavily, like how much money you make, and you know, that kind of thing. It's just a roll of the dice in the algorithm. But I know that a lot of you guys really did appreciate the Zebes video too. If you haven't seen it, go check it out right now. I also did a live stream. I've done a couple live streams. I did some more Wind Waker, which was fun. And we're going to probably wrap that up this spring. Also had my 75,000 subscribers celebration. And that was 2 weeks ago, I believe. Yeah, March 8th. I'm looking at it right now. Had a good turnout on that, and that was fun. We played a game called Infinite Craft, and I don't think I ever want to play that again. If you want to see why, go watch it. Go watch the VOD. It's on my channel. It's under the live tab. There's so that's mostly covering what we have talked about, or what I've uploaded in March. We'll now move into what you can expect in April and beyond a little bit. And I have a couple special things I want to show you guys that I'm really excited about. I'm trying to See, okay, I've been yammering for 10 minutes, so maybe another 10 won't hurt. Uh, um, uh, Suffice it to say, April is going to be a big month. I don't have a lot of videos that I'm releasing in April that I plan to release, but I have a really, really big video that I am planning to drop in April, and I may or may not be trying to work it to coincide with the release of a video by Kinsey K on a similar topic, or on the same topic, I should say. And those of you who keep up with the community tab and and are on the Discord and everything, you'll know that this is my 2-hour Lower Decks retrospective, not retrospective, analysis, because it's still going on. It's seasons 1 through 4. Now I'm releasing TOS movies. Actually, whenever this is coming out, on the 29th, so either before or after this vlog is being posted. You'll get to see that. I'm really excited about that. Hope the reception is good as well. I think you guys will enjoy it. Part 2 of that TOS movies is currently being edited. We're probably looking at May for that. Just because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done to get that video prepared for release. And then some other, I've shot some other videos that are being edited. I think those will also be, I don't want to, will be, starting to come out in May and beyond. I don't want to really release everything at once, because I want my uploads to be more impactful this year. I want to go for that quality over quantity thing that I've been trying to migrate into for over a year, and I hope that is showing. I hope it's showing. But Lower Decks, and it might feel weird to squeeze it in between parts 1 and 2 of TOS, but I think you guys will appreciate it nonetheless. I'm releasing it because it's complete, and the other one is not. I like to go in order. But also some other topics. I will probably tease next month, what you will see in May and beyond, specifically besides TOS movies. Like I said, I've shot some exciting stuff. I got some scripts that are in production. You guys know about For All Mankind. That's probably going to come out this summer, and then some other things too. But so I hope you can keep up with that. But if not, like I said, I do have in the Discord, I do try to post updates in addition to the community tab. So on Discord, I have a channel called Upload and Stream Schedule. You can go look at that to see the upload and stream schedule. But I have 2 things I want to show you. Number 1 is I want to show you a skit that Kinsey and I shot for the Lower Decks video. It's going to be attached to another upload that is coming out on April 1st. So I think you guys can gauge what that is going to be about, that April 1st upload. But now we're going into theater mode. So let me show you this, because I feel bad that I haven't actually shared this with patrons and members before it's going to come out publicly. But this is a little taste of what you're going to get. Just observe. Oh, Devana. Let's get started.
I'm gonna beat a bunch of different games. And by beat a bunch of different games, I mean win a bunch of online solo games.
What's up, guys? Good morning, sweetheart. It's about time, man. All right, let's get started. Tell you what, man, I cannot believe that not only are you sexually attracted to a goddamn cartoon character or that you paid $60 for a cardboard cutout of it, but that you're up here night and day smooching on it. Or that you had to buy another one after you couldn't get that stain out. Yeah, it's like that episode of SpongeBob where they was painting Mr. Krabs' house, wasn't it? Yeah. What can I say? Tindy might not have the pheromones, but she still brings me to my knees. Listen, man, you can joke about it all you want, but it's still super weird. Come on, lighten the fuck up, will ya? I mean, it's harmless. It's for the meme. Is it really a meme anymore, though? Not to mention the fact that we are talking about a non-human animal here. I mean, that's bestiality. And where I come from, that is punishable with prison time. What do you mean where you come from? I created both of you in a lab. It's what the lamestream liberal media wants us to think, isn't it? Besides, I'm more of a Mariner man myself. You might have to compete with Kinsey for that.
They're not casting you as the villain. You are.
God, I want her to step on me.
Oh man, stay good. Okay. That's enough. That's enough. We've got to get down to business. We got the rest of the shoot tonight. Is the Tindy Wall ready? Ready as it'll ever be. Good work. Good work. All right. Well, you know the shoot's slated for 5:30, so that should leave plenty of time to finish setting up. What else have we got today, guys? Let's see. We're still loading and optimizing the footage from yesterday, and we're working on promotional materials for the next gaming stream. And we're keeping tabs on those anomalous readings from that stellar gas cloud in the Centaurus arm. Sounds good. Keep me updated, all right? By the way, we're going to Hardee's for breakfast. You want to come? Nah, I'm good. Got some stuff I got to finish up here. All right. Have fun in your dungeon of perversion. Just let me have this one thing. Okay, so yeah, that was, as you could see, that was one of the things that we could have spent our time doing, is making that. That was kind of an expensive skit. Those cardboard cutouts are not cheap, so I hope that people find that funny. By the way, you know, retroactive warning, there was, you know, language and whatnot in that, but you guys know the deal. We're all adults here. I think it was funny. And it was a bitch to edit. I mean, like, you guys can imagine the clone skits are difficult edits. But I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. So yeah, that's gonna be in a video coming out on the 1st, and also in the Lower Decks video itself. Yeah, 2 hours. 2 hours. It's probably up there with Yelling on the Roof and I Have a Bachelor's Degree, like those videos, like in terms of my favorites that I've made on this channel, like in terms of like art. I think my analysis is really insightful. Kinsey and I watched it the other night, and he told me that he found the video to be really entertaining and informative, and I'm really happy with that, because these YouTubers who upload, like, I don't know how many of you guys are aware of this, but like, people like Quentin Reviews that upload like this, this 8-hour, iCarly analyses, and, just Billiam with his 6-hour Lost video. Like, I'm not quite there yet, nor do I think that that's where maybe I'll land there one day. Maybe that's my destiny. My path is the multi-hour video essays. And the reason that those exist is it's not, some people might find them pretentious. I don't know. I think spending 8 hours talking about Victorious is kind of pretentious. No offense to Quentin Reviews, but the reason that YouTubers do that is because of watch time, the watch time aspect of the algorithm. You guys, I've talked about this before. So I hope the video does well. I'm not the view count, because Lower Deck stuff on my channel doesn't do as well. So I'm expecting not the view count to be not so high, but I think that in terms of watch time, I hope it does well. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I'm keeping my expectations tempered, but yeah, that's coming out in April, most likely. If not, I'll let you guys know if there's any delays, and I'll probably go ahead and drop TOS movies. But I think I want to save that because there's a little bit more work that needs to be done on that. But Anyway, one more thing that I want to show you guys. Yeah, I think this is also one of my favorite activities I've spent my time on lately. Whoops, hold on, let me get that back where it needs to be. So some of you guys may remember back in the day, back in like 2018, I made a video or a couple videos about like the layout of Star Trek's galaxy, and I made a 3D Star Trek map in a program called Astrosynthesis. Now, I have that still on my computer. It's not. I might upload it. It's not exactly like the most fun program to navigate in, and it's also not free. However, I wanted to do it again. I wanted to build an updated version, and so I tried something in Universe Sandbox, and some of you guys have heard of Universe Sandbox. I've played it on stream before. It's just very GPU intensive, and it's not the biggest simulation I think that they have of nearby stars is like the nearest 400, and that is not enough. So I tried a program called Celestia, and I couldn't figure out how to edit the star names. I tried a game on Steam called Space Engine, and you are more easily able to edit the names on there, but it wasn't showing up correctly. I was probably doing something wrong, but it was also GPU intensive, and it's not free. Well, this is Blender. Some of you have probably heard of this as well. This is the free animation software that is like really useful for a lot of things, and so I rebuilt. This is a add-on pack that somebody designed. I apologize if I forget the name of it. I might put it in the description or something. It's an add-on for Blender that is the nearest like almost 4,000 stars. Well, this is not 4,000, but this is notable Star Trek systems, and so. I mean, you can see, and these are real stars that so many of which I've renamed. So here's Andoria, Pajim, Benzar, Teller, Vulcan should be somewhere around here. Axanar, Vulcan, yeah. And obviously some of the real ones like Vega, and I've also grouped them into and other real stars like Antares and Betelgeuse, Ceti Alpha, Chiliac. There's Kate. Just this is based on star charts. This is based on Star Trek star charts, and what I've found is that if you look at it from a top-down view, the placement of these systems in star charts, which is a 2D representation, which is the basis that I've used for some of the maps in my videos, and also is the basis for new canon maps. It's not that far off. It's really not that far off, to be honest. Like, Jeffrey Mendel did a great job. There's still some errors, but there's probably some errors in this too that I made. And these are not all of the systems that are in Star Trek, obviously. Like, many of them we don't know where they actually are. Like, I can't tell you exactly where Bajor is. There's some controversy over like how far it actually is from Earth, because at one point in the show, like early on, it's established as being like on the frontier of Federation space, far from home, and Jake says that Regulus is like 300 light years away from where they are. Later, it's established to be like closer to core Federation space during the Dominion War. And that's reflected in star charts. So you could say that Jake was just kind of like being hyperbolic, but we don't really know where it is. But oh man, I keep moving the window. I have divided these into the major powers. So here's the Federation in the middle, Romulan Star Empire over here, some of the systems, Klingon Empire over here. And then Chiliac and everything. And also I'm able to visualize, there's Izar as well. I'm able to visualize where they are in vertical space. So if you look at this, Klingon territory, a lot of it is like above the galactic plane on the z-axis, and then the Romulan Empire, a lot of it is below the galactic plane on the z-axis, which is reflected in some of the stars that are said to be within the territory of these powers in three-dimensional space. They would be not on a. That's the one problem with the 2D projection, which is why I wanted to build this. But the constellations in the night sky, like some of them are in the northern sky, some of them are in the southern sky. There's Triangulum Australis, blah blah blah. So that's why I wanted to build this. So am I going to use this for something? Well, I hope so, because I've spent a lot of hours on it while watching Deep Space Nine for my Deep Space Nine retrospective that is coming later this year, hopefully. Yeah, this would be useful, I think, for some videos down the line. And also, if I get it in a more complete state, I would love to also share it with people so that you can download Blender for free, install the add-on. This is the kind of stuff that I think would also be like good interactive features for my website, but I'm not a web developer, I'm not a coder, so anybody that has any experience with that, there's some stuff that I can upload as HTML files, but this is a little bit beyond that, but I think it's still doable. But I hope you guys are impressed by this. Like I said, it's still kind of in an early state. This is maybe the alpha version of whatever this is, but this is my 3D Star Trek map. And like I said, this add-on, if I activate the other 3,700 stars, this is how big the simulation gets, and it's having to compute for a second. It's not even done, and my computer's revving up, so I'll probably end off with this. Yeah, there we go. So, and then when you go into the 3D viewport with the camera, that's what it looks like. And the names don't actually render, but just look at all those stars. Look at all that. So this is really cool. This is, and again, free software for the win, because I couldn't even do this in Space Engine or anything like that. But anyway, I hope that satisfies piques your interest and your curiosity for this month. So, like I said, TOS retrospective, watch it if it has come out already, or if you haven't watched it and it has come out already, that's the same thing. I just said the same thing twice. Or when it does come out. April Fool's video, secret, keep it a secret, if you can. I'm really excited for that. Lower Decks, excited for that. And then in May, we'll have TOS movies and some other special stuff. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Well, First Contact Day stream is coming on the 5th as well. And then more Zelda after that. So still busy, but yeah, hope you guys appreciate all the content that's coming out, and I deeply appreciate what you guys do for the channel, because you're keeping this going. And as far as my comic, that's still, I'm gonna keep saying that's being illustrated for several months from now, but I'm really liking how it's turning out, so you can stay tuned for updates about that. But that's about all I wanted to share with you guys, which is a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for everything you do for the channel once again. And I will see you in the next something or other. Live long and prosper.